Hey everyone, Burlerman Gaming here with Alan Wake 2 The Extra Take. The long-awaited sequel we've been waiting for 13 years. Does it hold up? Well, let's dive in. Let's start with graphics. This game just looks so good graphically. I know we're in a night kind of section, but if you've seen anything in the trailers of the game, and any gameplay of it, it just looks so beautiful. They really did an awesome job, Remedy. This looks night and day compared to the original. You can really tell the difference, especially that going from the original Xbox 360 to the current gen with Xbox Series and PlayStation 5 and much better PC hardware. You'll definitely notice the difference. Audio and sound design are very well done. If you remember in the first game, we had the awesome section of the Children of the Elder Gods. You have another section by the same band in this game, and I can honestly say it is the best section of the game. It's an Alan section, so as soon as you can take control of Alan, I would highly recommend keep going to playing as Alan if you want to hear that section and see that. But like this, as I was saying, the sound design and all that is very well done. You really get and hear the good sounds for like when you've got the gunshots going, as well as like when you're snapping on like a tree branch and stuff like that. When you're walking out in the woods and stuff, they really took a really good job of sound design. Now, gameplay, combat wise is the same, but one of the new gameplay mechanics, as you can see on screen here, I'm doing the switch reality when you go into the break rooms, where you can save a manual save or do a quick save. This is how you switch between Alan and Saga, the new character that you saw me playing as. Because when you start this game out, you play as Saga for the first 3 to 4 hours, if not longer, depending on how long it takes you, before you get access to Alan. Once you have access to Alan, you can switch between Alan and Saga. Whenever you get to a break room, you'll have these switch reality at the janitor bucket, which is a cool mechanic. Now, there are some slight differences between Alan and Saga. And Alan, as you can see, he's got this little lamp thing here. I can't use it at the moment. What it'll do is it will swap light. When you're in an area with light, you'll have a prompt to hold down the X button on PlayStation, and you'll swap, and it'll change the world around you, which is really cool, and is cool for exploring and all that. Now, this game is chapter-based, and you have 9 chapters, both as Alan and Saga. You can do them. You can do a bunch of Sagas and do pretty much all her story, and then go to Alan, or do a bit, but once you access Alan, do all of his story and then go back to Saga, or swap it up every so often. Whatever you feel works best for you. Now there are some new gameplay stuff that you have. Is you have the Mind Palace for Saga, or Writer's Room for Alan. And here you can re-see the collectibles like the manuscript pages, the television ads, and all that you find in the radio. But you have the boards, yeah, the plot board for Alan, or the case board for Saga. Sometimes you'll get clues and stuff. You have to put them on these boards, and it will start to unlock new dialogue options when you're talking with characters, as well as give you ideas of where you have to go. So I've been talking a lot of positives. Here's one of the negatives that I've really found with this game. I end up having to stop streaming this game because of this, and because the style of how I stream is, you will at times find these chapters are really long and really big. You can very easily get lost and be going down pathways and realize the last 30 minutes to 40 minutes of gameplay you did had nothing to do with the story. Which I kind of wish the game would have some kind of options, whether it be in like accessibility or something, to have that I can find my way to know where I'm going for the plot, because sometimes I just want to experience the plot and not be going down all these side paths. But each Alan and Saga have their own collectibles. Alan has these words of powers that he can get some small stat buffs, whereas Saga gets these torn pages, which you can use. I'll show you in our Mind Palace here. You can use them to upgrade your gun stats. So you can go, like in pistols here, as you saw, I bought the more bullets. You can also get like another headshot. You can get other little upgrades. So you can slowly upgrade the characters. One other thing is the inventory is like, I just have to get out of here. The inventory is like Resident Evil here. So you'll have your little inventory slots here where you can add some items. And constantly you're gonna run out. You will find times you're running out of spaces and stuff. You'll have to go to these break rooms here, go to your shoebox, and as you can tell, you can't really carry all the weapons, but like you can see, I got a bunch of weapons in here, some healing items and some ammo. This game's story will take you around 20 to 25 hours, depending on how much on the side content you do. I can say if you're an achievement fan or a trophy fan, I haven't even finished the story and I've already got 44 of the 67 trophies already unlocked. I still got a bit of the story to go. It's very easy to get a lot of the trophies and achievements, so if you're an achievement or a platinum hunter, this may be a game for you. Even though I have some faults with it, I can still really recommend this game if you are a fan of the original Alan Wake. But let me know in the comments section below. What did you think of Alan Wake 2? Is this for you? Is this not for you? I'd love to hear from you. This is Brother Man Gaming from the Arena Productions signing off. See y'all next time, everyone. Bye!